Danielle Downs is enjoying a little footy with her dog, Shanti. The intramural soccer player appears to be fit, and she is, but she was constantly tired. Like a lot of people, the 24-year-old psychology student from Salmon Arm suffers from insomnia. She also has rheumatoid arthritis, and the pain was keeping her up at night.
You can't shut your brain off and you don't sleep. And for me, the pain was a really big factor because I can't find where to put my hands. It's just, my wrists are quite bad.
She's tried various different methods to get a good night's sleep, but nothing worked.
I'm on a ton of medications for my arthritis, or I was at that point. Even melatonin pills, people take anything, chamomile tea. But everything and anything didn't work. I knew the people at 7-Eleven on night shift by name because I just go there.
Our first session, what we're going to do is what's called an assessment.
Now Danielle is trying a neurofeedback technique that has reportedly been helping people overcome brain injury, memory loss, and insomnia. It's performed by Brainwave Optimum Brain Training in Kelowna.
So we're going to take the live recording from this part of the brain. We're going to be training this part of the brain to begin with.
They have you go through and pick out what you want to improve, and sleep was one, pain management, at that point, depression, memory, focus. And it worked.
So why don't you imagine yourself out on a walk in the rainforest, kind of Vancouver Island. Typically when there's a problem with an individual sleeping, there's usually an emotional or physical or some other trauma, environmental trauma that's taking place. And we can actually start to pinpoint what exactly where that started, where the seed of it is.
We brought brainwave optimization to the Valley about 5 years ago when my brother experienced amazing results from this process when he had suffered a brain injury due to carbon monoxide poisoning.
So you're going to have about 8 protocols during each session that are similar to that, and we'll move on to the next area now, okay?
The company says they use ambient sound to affect balanced brain function.
There's no electricity or anything that takes place. And it can be a bit over the top for people, really, how does sound work? Really? I don't really get that, and it can be hard to explain.
Something happens.
Hard to explain, right?
It is, it really is. You can hear your brain.
The yellow and all the way down to the red, this sort of cognitive performance or active, like if she were doing math problems, they would fire up way out. But as you can tell, she's more relaxed and lying in the chair here.
So Danielle, 45 times 3. Ooh, that threw the yellows.
We can tell which parts of the brain are overactive and which parts of the brain are underactive. So then combining the results of the brain assessment and the individual client's goals, we pick protocols to either decrease overactivity in the brain or increase underactivity in the brain.
The blue is the feel-good vibe down here, and you're asking her to do something that she's not good at, and the feel-good vibe just goes whoop. The other thing for sleep we want to look at are the green frequencies down there, which are the sleep frequencies, and sometimes they'll be really out of balance. One side will be really high, and then the other side will be really quiet, and you want them working together.
The company believes this method can not only help insomniacs, but people suffering through stress, anxiety, addictions, and depression.
If people have depressive issues, they tend to feel happier and a greater sense of well-being after brain training. If they've been stressed out or had anxiety issues, they tend to feel more relaxed and calmer and just, better about life in general.
I went to the sessions twice a day. And by the third day, I slept through the night. And you wake up and you kind of think it's a dream because you slept well and you rested and everything's okay. It was awesome.
Visit brainwavebc.com for more information.